Hello and welcome to 5 Games 5 Minutes from Dragon32universe.info. Buzzard bait is a fantastic looking version of Joust. You're a knight sitting astride a buzzard, and it's you against an army of computer opponents. The idea is to fly higher than all of them and then drop ever so slightly to pick them off. Bashing them on the head isn't the end though, because each beaten buzzard drops an egg, which if not collected within a short period of time, hatches into a knight who summons another buzzard. Don't expect a sensible speed of play in buzzard bait. It positively flies along, which is a shame because the playing area is quite cramped. There are frequently so many buzzards in a single area that it's difficult to determine which one you actually are. In addition, you can also easily get stuck at the bottom of the screen with some 4 or 5 buzzards above you and very little chance of making it out alive. The 2-player option, the variety of waves and the brilliant graphics should make this a must-play game on the Dragon. Frankly though, I just find it far too hard. In Chuckie Egg, you're Henhouse Harry, who must collect 12 eggs on each screen and avoid everything that moves. The Dragon version of Chuckie Egg is an odd one. The good news is that it does adhere to the traditional formula. You can fall from any height without dying, and you get 8 screens of birds to avoid, and then the same 8 with a heat-seeking hen in pursuit. But the game is very different from other versions. Positioning Harry to get up the ladders and to jump from platform to platform is fiddly, and the crucial seconds wasted make Dragon Chuckie Egg difficult. The differences between this game and other versions are such that any methods seasoned players may have to complete a particular screen need to be almost totally rethought. That's either a great challenge or a significant drawback. Of course, if you've never played Chuckie Egg and you're developing your skills from scratch, then that's no problem at all. The game retains the addictiveness of the original, and sound effects and level layout are practically identical. Jet Set Willy. This game was hailed as something of a breakthrough game for home computers, as it allowed the free exploration of a 4-storey mansion and its grounds. You're charged with collecting up 99 items left over from Willy's house party, so that Maria the maid will let you go to bed. The game is a classic that is forever associated with the age of home computing, but there are actually more reasons to rave about the Dragon version of it than most. Firstly, it has loads more rooms than any other version I've seen. Also, it has an inbuilt cheat mode that allows you to scroll through all the rooms and to play whichever one of them you wish. Of course, all the horrible irks of the game remain. You can quite easily find yourself dying many times in quick succession, and many rooms have a difficulty level that borders on the ridiculous. It's well worth playing though. Note that the original version features an anti-piracy device, and it won't start until you enter a code from it, so if looking for this one, make sure you get a hacked version. GIS A Job is a small game in which you have to do everything in a set order. In some biting social comment, you play Yobbo and must walk, jump and headbutt your way through the game. You're apparently on a quest for employment, although the relevance of this escapes me. The game's unique selling point is the jump mechanism. You hold down the fire button for a period of time during which your power increases, then you move in one of the directions and release the fire button to spring in a frog-like manner. The idea is you control your jumps. Unfortunately, the jumps are almost entirely uncontrollable, and bounding is really jerky, often propelling you to your doom. You win each screen by collecting all of the acorns, but you mustn't collect the last one before you've headbutted all the men out of existence. Essentially, therefore, you have to traverse every screen in a set order and do everything completely identically every single game. That is boring. Vultures is one of the Dragon's stock of shoot-'em-up games, and it's you up against the birds of prey for screen after screen of fire button bashing. As per the famous Space Invaders formula, a single vulture attacks by homing in on your laser base, swinging from side to side as it does so. All others float without posing any threat to you, and can be picked off by firing towards them. Dissimilar to Space Invaders, if a vulture reaches the bottom of the screen, he immediately rebounds back up again, meaning you've got quite a lot of opportunity to hit him, and vice versa of course. The top row of vultures, the so-called super vultures, are tougher too, and invincible whenever they're not coloured blue. Whilst there's nothing really to complain about here, when you do take out a descending vulture, the action stops for a moment and occasionally restarts with a hail of bullets appearing just where it was. It's often impossible to avoid these. Vultures will never set the world on fire, but it's fun for a few goes.